Think back to high school. You learned algebra, dissected a frog, maybe memorized the periodic table, but did anyone ever teach you how to buy a house, how to grow your money, or even how to avoid drowning in debt? Nope, not a single lesson. And here's the scary part. Most people walk into adulthood financially blindfolded, making mistakes that cost them thousands or even millions over a lifetime. But today, we're pulling back the curtain. I'm going to reveal 7 money lessons school never taught you. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see money in a completely new light. Lesson number 1 starts with something no teacher would dare put on the blackboard. Lesson 1. Debt is a double-edged sword. Here's the thing about debt, it's like fire. Controlled, it can cook your food and keep you warm. Uncontrolled, it burns your house down. Credit cards, student loans, car payments. Schools never warned us that these can silently trap you for decades. Did you know the average American carries over $90,000 in debt? Imagine trying to run a marathon with a piano strapped to your back. That's what bad debt feels like. But smart debt, like a mortgage on an appreciating property, can actually build wealth. The question is, are you the master of your debt, or is your debt the master of you? And speaking of masters, if debt controls your future, then guess what actually builds it? Lesson 2. Compound interest is magic and a monster. Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Why? Because money left to grow doesn't just add, it multiplies. If you invest $300 a month starting at age 20, by the time you're 60, you could have over $1 million. That's the magic. But here's the monster side. The same principle applies to debt. Miss one payment? That interest compounds against you. Suddenly that $1,000 you borrowed feels like it's chasing you forever. So the real lesson, compound interest doesn't care who you are. It will either make you rich or keep you broke. Which side you're on is entirely your choice. Quick question. Why didn't my math teacher tell me this instead of forcing me to calculate how fast 2 trains leave the station? Lesson 3. Money is more about mindset than math. Here's a secret schools never share. Your bank account is 80% psychology and only 20% arithmetic. Why do lottery winners go bankrupt in 5 years? Why do some people earning $50,000 retire early, while others making $200,000 stay broke? It's mindset. If you believe money is evil, you'll push it away. If you see money as a tool, you'll attract it. The real education isn't just knowing how money works. It's training your mind to make decisions that future you will thank you for. But mindset alone isn't enough. You need a battlefield to practice on. And that's where Lesson 4 comes in. Lesson 4. Your income isn't wealth. Cash flow is. Schools taught us how to earn a paycheck. They never taught us that wealth is measured in cash flow, not income. You can earn $10,000 a month. But if your expenses are $9,999, you're broke. On the other hand, if you earn $3,000 a month, but your investments generate $1,000 extra in passive income, you're already on the path to freedom. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much of what you make you get to keep and how hard that money works for you. So the real exam question isn't what's your salary? It's what's your cash flow? Be honest. If your paycheck stopped tomorrow, how long could you survive? A week? A month? A year? Lesson 5. Assets buy freedom, liabilities steal it. School taught us how to get a job, but not how to buy our freedom. The rule is simple. Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take money out. That fancy car? Liability? That rental property? Asset. Even your smartphone. Liability when you scroll TikTok, asset if you use it to build a side hustle. Every purchase you make is secretly a vote. You're either voting for freedom or for chains. And speaking of freedom, Lesson 6 is something your teachers probably avoided on purpose because it changes how you see taxes forever. Lesson 6. Taxes can be your biggest expense or your biggest tool. Think about this. The average American pays over 30% of their income in taxes. For most people, taxes are their single largest expense. But here's what wealthy people know. Tax laws are written with incentives. Start a business, invest in real estate, you get deductions. The government literally rewards you for building value. So the choice is clear. You can either complain about taxes, or you can learn to play the same game the rich do. Funny how in school they gave us a fake stock market game for fun, but never taught us how to legally pay less tax. Lesson 7. Time is your most valuable currency. Here's the final and most powerful lesson. Money is infinite, time is not. You can always earn another dollar, but you'll never earn another second. Schools prepared us to trade time for money, but true wealth is the ability to buy back your time. Investing, building passive income, and creating systems isn't just about being rich, it's about being free. And once you realize that, every financial decision becomes urgent, because every wasted day is a day you'll never get back. So, what's the real cost of not learning these lessons? It's not just money, it's your life. School prepared you to pass exams. But the real exam is life, and unlike school, life doesn't grade on a curve. Today, you've learned 7 money lessons that most people never discover until it's too late. Control debt. Don't let it control you. Harness compound interest, master your money mindset. Focus on cash flow, not income. Collect assets, avoid liabilities. And above all, value your time. Here's the truth. The sooner you apply these, the sooner you'll separate yourself from the crowd still stuck in financial survival mode. So I'll leave you with a challenge. Pick just one of these lessons and put it into action this week. Because information without execution is just entertainment. And if you want to live a wealthy lifestyle, execution starts now. This is Finovia. And remember, your financial future isn't written yet, but after today, you're holding the pen.